What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I'm back with another Out of the Theater review. Now, this week, pretty big release, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. That's the full title of it. I literally just got home, walked right in here, got right on here, and gonna give you my straight Out of the Theater thoughts, spoiler-free. But before I do, if you would please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time new videos drop. Also, if you could just give me a thumbs up down below, helps out the video. And of course, leave me a comment. Did you see it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? I want to know your thoughts. Me and Alex, we did the Mad Max series on the Action Movie Guys podcast not too long ago, a few months ago. I feel like it was a few months ago. It might have been last year, but I feel like, but it wasn't like that long ago. And so these are like fairly fresh in my mind. I can't say I'm the biggest fan. I think the first one is actually really great. I thought the Road Warrior was good. I did not really like Thunderdome at all, and I think Mad Max Fury Road is pretty awesome. So, but I'm not like a diehard, Mad Max fan or anything like that. So going into this one, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of prequels in general. Like, I like backstory in a movie, but I don't need a whole nother movie to show me like backstory from another movie. I'll watch them. Sometimes they're really good, but in general, like I don't think prequels are like necessary. I'd rather a continuation of a story or just a one-off movie. So I was hesitant in that regard for this movie, but George Miller is back, of course, directing. Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth. I'll be honest with you. This movie started off kind of slow for me. It's long. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. And it feels the whole 2 hours and 20 minutes long. It started off a little slow. You get a lot of stuff like Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa. She doesn't show up until like 40 or 45 minutes into the movie. At the beginning, she's like a little girl, some other little actress. I'm not sure who she is. While I understand that they're introducing her and like setting up the story, I did not love the first act of this movie. It is broken up into chapters. So the movie's broken up into 5 chapters, which was kind of it was different. So I thought that was pretty cool. The first 2 chapters, so honestly, for me. I thought the end of the second chapter was good, but I think 3, 4, and 5, business really picks up, and then I was really into the movie. So I'll just start with the con then, and is that the first third or so of the movie didn't work for me as much as the rest of the movie did. However, once we get to chapter 3, there's some great action in this movie. Fantastic Mad Max style, George Miller style action. I think the one scene that's been like going around online that it took like a million days to shoot it, and it's like 15 minutes long and all this stuff. Accurate as far as the length, and also accurate that it's awesome. And of course, it's all like the vehicular carnage that you would expect from one of these movies. There's 2 really, really great kind of set piece action scenes. That first one, then there's one a little bit later on as well. And then between that, there's little spurts of violence. But this one definitely tries to tell a story. One thing I will say is, even though I don't love prequels, this movie does shed light on some stuff. Like, okay, if you were to watch this movie and then watch Mad Max Fury Road right after, that movie would actually make a little bit more sense. There's some stuff in here that kind of expands Fury Road, which I thought that was cool. So like as a companion piece, it actually works pretty good. It makes me, because that movie, you just jump right in and there's all these like the bullet farm and the gas town and this gives you some backstory into those places. So I feel like as like a 1-2 punch, it works. As a matter of fact, I would say Fury Road doesn't even really work. Not that it doesn't work, but like it's not a true sequel. It doesn't feel like the first 3 movies with Mel Gibson. So this almost feels like a better movie to like watch back to back. As far as Mad Max, is he in it? I don't know. I'm not saying anything. Maybe, maybe not. But he's definitely not the star. It's Furiosa's movie all the way. And I think Anya Taylor-Joy did a great job. I know a lot of people were talking about that she only has 30 lines of dialogue or something. It's fine. She's a quiet character, sure. I mean, Max was a quiet character. It's not like he was spouting off Shakespeare in the Mad Max movie. So it's not really much different. But she does a lot with her face, with her eyes. And when she does talk, it's good. Chris Hemsworth, awesome in this movie. I loved him. He's plays a villain, which is different for him because he's always a good guy. And I thought he looked like he was having a blast. He gets to use his regular Australian accent. He gets to ham it up a little bit. He's great in the action scenes. Like, I enjoyed him. I thought the movie was very good, but the beginning was a little rough for me. So because of that, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. I know a lot of people, like, the reviews are really good for it, and I could see that. But just for me, the first 2 acts, or the first 2 chapters, so. 3 through 5, awesome. Was totally in. So 8 out of 10 for me. A very, very good movie. I enjoyed it. I will be back next week with another Out of the Theater review. I don't even know what's coming out next week. So whatever it is, I'll see it and I'll review it. Until then, take it easy.